Okay, lesson 25. This is the causative H. So I asked you if you'd remembered if I'd gone over the causative H, and you said you didn't think so, so I'm going to go over it now. Causative is when you make somebody do something or cause somebody to do something. For example, he left, or I made him leave, or he's singing, or I got him to sing. Now in Michif we do this by adding, or in Cree you do this by adding an H to the end of a animate intransitive verb. For example, we say Nagamo, he's singing, right? Mo frère Nagamo, and I'd say I made my brother sing. Ginagamo how, mon frère. You just add an H to the end. Now, it's a little bit complicated by the fact that, at least in Camperville, for the most part, we don't say the H, you just say a Y. A lot of these H's that are between two vowels, like ha, he, ho, get changed to ye, ya, yo. So Nagamo yao, ngi Nagamo yao, I made him sing. Now, let's see here, what other one? You could say, I made him, oh, what are some other ones now? Oh, well, I'll go to the one that I wanted to start with anyways. Nipao, you say somebody is sleeping. Oh, ngimyo nipan, I really slept. But the word for to kill somebody is nipaheo, which again is straight up to make somebody sleep, put them to sleep. Ginipahao awa le lièvre, I killed the rabbit. I killed that one, the rabbit. Ginipahao. Now, what I decided the best way for me to present this was I made a big list of examples from the dictionary, and I'm going to send you the page, and I'm going to read through them right now and explain them. So this is causative in H. First, he hires the people. Wiya mashnaige heo le mod. So mashnaigeo, in Cree that means to write. Mashnaigeo. But in Michif it means to sign somebody on, or to sign yourself on, or to borrow money. It's kind of a legal thing, like I wrote myself in or wrote my. Anyway, so mashnaigeo would be to write, or it would be to borrow money or to sign for something. Mashnaigeheo would be to make somebody sign or sign on. So in this sense, it's the way of creating the word to hire. Wiya mashnaigeheo le mod. He hires the people. Next, my neighbor hired a nursemaid. Mi voisin gimashnaigeheo wak en femme chipeshke me yit les enfants. Mi voisin. So in French that'd be mes voisins, but the initial V's get changed to a W. Mi voisin gimashnaigeheo wak en femme chipeshke me yit les enfants. Chipeshke ma yit les enfants, to take care of their kids. He makes people quarrel and fight. Gihkato heo pinot nige heo le mod. Gihkato heo pinot nige heo le mod. So gihkato wak would be their fighting or their quarreling. Gihkato wak. Now if I'm going to make them do it, it'd be gihkato heo, is he's making them do it. Niangi gihkato hao. Niangi gihkato hawak gikato hoak. Mizami, I made my friends argue. Now, noten negeo, it means that he's fighting. So you'd say noten negeo, they're just that igeo ending's another ending that I'm going to teach you later. Noten nitowak, they're fighting each other. Noten negeo, they're fighting unspecified people. Noten negeo is to make them fight somebody. Okay, and lièvre de prairie, ginipahao, I killed a jackrabbit. And again, you have nipa, nipao, he's sleeping. Nipa hao. Ngi nipa hao is I made him sleep or I killed him. Next example. A man in the crowd assassinated Bobby Kennedy. The same. En om denna band mode. Ginipa heo Bobby Kennedy wa. En om denna band mode ginipa heo Bobby Kennedy wa. A man in the crowd assassinated Bobby Kennedy. Here's from the example for irate. Now, kshua shu is well, to mean that he's mad. I'm angry. Oh, gshua shin. Gshua shin would be I'm angry. Kshua shu is he's angry. Now that's that little ish ending, which means to be sort of. Kshua would be the prefix. So if it said don't make him irate, don't make him irate or angry. Kaya kshua he. Kaya kshua he. Don't make him angry. Now I don't remember if we've gone over the transitive animate imperatives. I'm not positive that we have. Anyways, the little I ending, like just means okay, like wap me would be look at him, right? Kaya wap me. So ngiwapa mau, I saw him. Kaya wapa me. Oh, there you can hear the fire truck going off in the background. Okay. Anyways, kaya kshua he. Don't make him angry. So you just have that ending. Kshua. Kshua shu. Kshua he. Next one. She has riches to make her happy. Now in this one we have lirishes. Lirishes. Ayao. Chmiuhtamigot. Or lirishes ayao. Chmiuhtamoigot. Now, a few things going on here. Miohtam. Miohtam is that her heart is good. Well, she's happy. Miohtam. Miohtameheu would be to make her happy. Miohtameheu. Gimiuhtamehau, I made somebody happy. Now, remember the inverse. Wapameo, he sees him, or wapamego would be he sees him back. And here it's the same thing. Lire shesayao chmiuhtamihegot. Chmiuhtamihegot. This means that the riches are in reverse making her happy. Lire shesayao chmiuhtamihegot. Lire shesayao chmiuhtamohegot. I'll probably break down those words more later on. Peacemaker. La paix oshtamo heo. So oshtam is to make something. Now, this is an example where you realize that causative, the easy interpretation of just to make somebody do something or to make there be something, isn't always quite so simple. In fact, it's often, sometimes I can't explain exactly why the H is used. It gives a little bit more causative meaning, or anyways, I'll think about this later on. But here you have oshtam is to make something. Oshtamo heo. Again, it would be cause to make something, I guess. Oshtamo heo. So here we have the sentence, he is the peacemaker between the Sioux and the Cree. So here, he, the peace, he causes to make the Sioux and the Cree. I guess that means he makes them make. Okay, next one. She aggravates people with her tantrums. Now we're going to have another verb that we already had before. Remember, kshua shu? So here we have kshua heu lemod. Etakamegeshet. Etakamegeshet. Kshua heu lemod. Etakamegeshet. She aggravates people with her tantrums. Kshua heu lemod. Etakamegeshet. Next, one of my favorite examples. in the dictionary is to elude. Now, elude would be, okay, tapashi would be to tell somebody to flee or to run or escape, right? Oh, and say, oh, ngi tapashin would be, I mean, I got away or I escaped. Now, here we have, with the causative on it, tapashi heo would be to, you would think it would mean to cause somebody to escape. But anyways, ça sert à rien, tapashi a chekli police. It's no use to elude the police. Ça sert à rien. And that would be, it serves for nothing, kind of in French, right? Ça sert de rien, I believe. Ça sert à rien, tapashi a chekli police. So again, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I can't explain why you have that as a causative word to elude. Anyways, I eluded John because I owed him. Gikimoch tapashi hao bachis akos emashnamowak. Gimoch tapashi hao bachis akos emashnamowak. Mashnamowak. Now, kimoch would be means secretly, eh? And you might even hear people say around there sometimes, oh, keep it on the kimoch. Would kind of be another way of saying keep it on the down low. So kimoch tapashi hao would be to secretly flee or cause to flee, but I mean it means to kind of stay out of his way. Kimoch tapashi hao bachis. Gi kimoch tapashi hao bachis a cause emashnamowak. Because emashnamowak, which means that I owed him. And remember that's mashnaigeo, the same word we talked about before, to write in Cree, but in Michif it means to sign for a loan or something like that, or sign for employment, to be contracted. So that's that ak ending, first person to third person conjunct. Okay, next one. You fattened the horse. Kiashchipo heo. Kiashchipo haulejwal. Ashchipo would be to be fat, right? I'm not positive, but yeah. Ashchipo heo would be to make to be fat, so to fatten. So I tell somebody, hey, Kiashchipo haulejwal. You fatten the horse. Well, here they don't say kiki, they just say ki. Because you don't need to say the kiki. Okay, now this is a fun one. Flour is used in making pies. La farina pachiho. La farina pachiho e oshishchikli tart. So oshishchikli tart. Ooh boy. This one uses a bunch of grammar that I'm going to present in a later one. First, but I'll start with a single word. Apatan. Apatan. That means to be useful. Apatan. So apat, you'd say I use to be useful, or to be used. Apatan. Anyway, so apache heo is to cause to be used, or to cause to be useful. In other words, to use something is to cause it to serve a purpose. So la farin apache hao. Now again, this is an ao ending. It's actually a indefinite subject, or indefinite subject. So this means flour is used. Eushishchik li tart, and that ist or it eushihit and tart would be to use to make a single tart. So again, you're not specifying who's making it, you're just saying it's a it ending, IHT. But anyways, I'm going to get that into one of the next couple lessons. Basically, apacheheo comes from apahtan, and that little I in there that turns it into a ch. That's something I'll have to deal with later as well. Next, I like this one. He'll galvanize her into action with a deathly yell. Si gashishkwacheheo avec son cri de mort. Okay. Shishkwachu or shishkwateshu would be to be startled or jarred. For example, you have a sentence, I got a jar from stepping in that hole. Gishkwachishinin dan litro itagoshkeyan. Gishkwachishinin dan litro itagoshkeyan. I got a startled from stepping in the hole. So here he'll galvanize her into action. Well, what they really mean, he's gonna make her startled, cause her to be startled. Future, he will. I say asi ga. So I don't remember what asi means. I think that's from the French. Anyways, ga shishikwache heo. He's gonna cause her to be startled. Avec son cri de mort, with his death cry or cry of death. Okay, next one. Albert had a lodger last night. Albert kape sheheo awiaha yera swear. So kape shiu. Gikape shin would be I stayed the night somewhere. Kape sheheo would be to cause or allow or have somebody stay the night. So he, or even just make it possible for them to stay the night. It doesn't have to be a really, really obvious causal relationship. Albert gikape sheheo, or as I would say, Albert gikape sheheo awiaha yera swear. Now that awiya, awiyak, or awiyak would be a somebody. Now here we have, again, we're dealing with obviative, right? So Albert saw somebody. Albert giwapamo awiyaha. I would say niang giwapamo awiyak. Me, I saw somebody, but if it's that's not obviative, right? Albert gikape sheheo awiyaha yera swear. Yesterday at night. Yera swear. All right. Next one. They were poking fun at him. Kipahpeheoak. So, mbahpin would mean I'm laughing. Pahpiu, he's laughing. Pahpeheo would be to make somebody laugh. But, well, you might think it'd just be to make somebody laugh. In Michif, it means to poke fun at somebody. So maybe to laugh at somebody. So again, it's not always obvious exactly how the h or this suffix will change the meaning of the verb, and this is because some of them have been in the language for thousands of years. Some of these examples, like to kill somebody, right, is very clearly no longer to put somebody to sleep. The meaning has gradually shifted, and I think some of these have the same thing, or else I just don't really understand exactly the meaning of the way in which the causative is applied. Anyways, they were poking fun at him. Kipahpeheoak, kipahpeheoak, kipahpeheoak. They were poking fun at him. Again, pahpiu is to laugh. Pahpeheo to cause to laugh, to poke fun at. Kipahpeheoak, they were poking fun at him. Okay, next one. I like this example. I'll go provided you give me a ride. Okay, so poshiu would mean to get on a horse, or to get in a car, because the meaning is transferred. Giposhin damo tamabil. Giposhin dans le car. Moi dans le car. Giposhin dans la tamabil. Dans le truck. I got into the truck. Now, ngaytohtan, dabor, first. Now, dabor means at first. And then, poshehe would be to cause somebody to get in, or in this case, to give somebody a ride. Poshehe ane. So, if you give me a ride, so now you have the you to me ending. Poshehin would be, kiposhehin would be you give me a ride. E poshehiyan would be that you are giving me a ride, and then the conditional would be poshehiyane, if you give me a ride. So first, if you give me a ride, right? So I will go if you give me a ride. Gaitohtan dabor poshehiyane. Okay, so that's the ending of that. There's a lot of cases where this causative interacts with a lot of other finals, and over the next couple lessons I'm going to start going over all of these other finals and give you lots of examples from the dictionary, which so far is the best way I can think of teaching them. For exercise, write some sentences with basic VAI verbs. Let's not bother with VTI verbs. Basically, VAI verbs like he's crying, mato, and then try adding causative and see if it works. Gimato how I made, or gimato how I made him cry. Ginagamo yao I made him sing. And so on. Gimowao moa yao. Wow, he's eating him. No, I can't really play that one. We also have to show somebody, right? Giwap mao, I saw him. Giwap ma yao means I caused him to see them. I showed them something. Or giwap yao. Anyways, I'll stop there. Take care.